So I guess the other series that we're going to talk about here is elDlive, which apparently will be entering its quote-unquote last season on February 5th. This being a series that also runs in Shonen Jump Plus, which means... are they still offering chapters of this in the free section?
They are!
Okay, so yeah, that's good. I still need to actually get around to reading this, but I've heard very middling things about the series in particular. I don't know. Have you read any of this, Sid?
I read the first chapter a long time back, and I admit that the use of color did turn me off because it felt very odd to read. It felt like the colors were clashing. But I do think it's very interesting and praiseworthy that Akira Amano has been able to draw a regular series that has full color chapters for 5 years. That's really impressive. So I do want to read more of it when I get the chance.
Yeah, eventually I feel like I should give it a chance just on those merits alone, because it cannot be easy. Even if I don't think this is a weekly series. I don't remember for sure. But even so, doing a full color comic for that long can't be easy.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be very interesting to see how elDlive wraps up. But another series that is going to be ending pretty soon is ReLife. The manga will be ending in March. This was a series that had an anime adaptation back in the summer of 2016. I really enjoyed it back then. And the manga was available on Crunchyroll for quite a long time. But it is no longer available as of this recording because in December they took it off. It's quite a shame. I hope that it will be popped up at some other website, or maybe someone will publish it for print over here, because I really enjoy that series, and it'll be interesting to see how it ends. I believe that there is going to be another season of the anime, a 4-episode OVA that will also be released in March, and apparently that's going to be on Amazon Prime, so, Amazon has discontinued their anime strike service, but hopefully they'll still pick this up and sub it, because I want to see how ReLife ends. And even though a lot of stuff is ending, there is some stuff that's also going to be coming back. And that includes the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess manga by Akira Himekawa that will return on Shogakukan's Manga 1 app on February 26th. This series has been on break since October, and initially it was announced that it would return in January, but it seems to be delayed another month. But it will be returning pretty soon for fans that want to see the story continue. Another manga that has been on hiatus that is going to be returning soon is Young Blackjack, which will return to Young Champion on February 13th, the 5th issue of Young Champion. It went on hiatus last March so the creators could prepare for the next arc of the manga, and had originally planned to return in summer, but it has been delayed until now. So it took nearly a year for this manga to return, but it is coming back. I watched a little bit of the anime back when that premiered back in 2015, and it didn't really strike me as similar in tone to the original Blackjack manga, so I didn't quite click with it, but I think it was pretty decent overall. I've heard good things about it from people who, watched the entirety of it, so very cool that the manga will be returning.
I watched the whole thing, and I thought it was okay. That opening was pretty good, though.
Another series that's returning, and a series that I really like, is Everyone's Getting Married. This will be returning on February 8th in Shogakukan's Petite Comic Magazine, in its February issue, of course. This series has been on hiatus since September because of Miyazono giving birth, and she's been on maternity leave, but it will be coming back. And I really like the series. I believe I mentioned it before. I'm actually a little behind on the official releases of it, So I need to catch up on that. But it's a very unique kind of romance series. And I hope to continue it more. And I'm glad it'll be returning. Moving on, we have some new series starting up. And this includes A Certain Magical Virtual On, a manga adaptation of the Certain Magical Index and Cyber Troopers Virtual On novel. And it's an adaptation of the novel that debuted in Katakawa's Comic Walker site back in December 28th. It's going to be drawn by Roji Karegishi, and this manga was originally slated to debut last fall, but I guess it was pushed back until now. But it's pretty cool. I'm not that familiar with the Certain Magical Index franchise. I mean, I know a lot about it through a cultural osmosis, but I haven't sat down and watched it in its entirety. But this manga is a collaboration between the Certain Magical Index novels and Sega's Virtual On game franchise. So that's kind of interesting. So we'll be interested in seeing how this manga turns out. In other light novel related news, Konosuba is getting 3 new spin-off manga. Not 1, not 2, 3. These will be pre-serializations for Konosuba, and they're going to launch in the January 27th issue of Monthly Shonen Ace. These manga are going to include the Fiery Explosions on This Wonderful World manga by Kasumi Morito, which is a spin-off about Megumin. This spin-off, originally launched in April 2016, but it's getting an extended run, it seems. And there's another manga called Discussions with the Demon of This Mask, which is about Veneer. The novel for that came out in April 2016, so now it's getting a manga adaptation by Suzume Somemiya. And then for Shonen Ace, Tamako Buta will be drawing Spotlight on That Fool also, which will be based on a spin-off series by Hirokuma, and this story focuses on Dust. So, 3 new spin-offs focusing on a lot of different characters, and it'll be very interesting to see how they turn out. And it turns out we're going to be getting more Revolutionary Girl Utena manga chapters, even past the 20th anniversary last year. In the March 2018 issue of Shogakukan's Monthly Flowers, they will publish a new chapter. I mean, that issue will come out on January 27th, so... Oh, these magazines and their weird dates. But this new chapter will be called the Utsu Kushiki Toge, or translated as Beautiful Torrent, and this chapter will be set after the finale of the main manga, and it'll be about Juri, and it'll feature the first appearance in the manga of Shiori. So very interesting, they'll be exploring Juri and Shiori's relationship in the manga. Very, very cool. I would definitely love if these spin-off chapters of Utena would get collected in a book and translated, because there's been quite a few of them. I have to imagine that they could fill up a book and Wiz could translate that, because I would like to read them.
Yeah, I feel like this is the 3rd continuation for Utena we've talked about on the show, I think. I feel like we've gotten at least that much.
I definitely feel we've talked about 3 to 4. And speaking of classic series getting new chapters, Galaxy Express 39 is going to get a new chapter this February to commemorate Leiji Matsumoto's 80th birthday on January 25th. It will be included in Matsumoto Leiji Mugen Sosokiro, which is a book celebrating his legacy, containing anecdotes from Matsumoto's life and career, drawings from his time drawing Jojinshi, a talk with Tetsuo Chiba of Ashina no Joe fame, as well as voice actress Masako Nozawa, Shoko Ikeda, interviews with singer Isao Sasaki and voice actress Yoko Saigami, and the book will come out on February 28th. So, cool. I really like Galaxy Express 39. I haven't, watched the entirety of the anime, but I really, really enjoy that story and those characters, so I'm glad it's getting new material.
Leiji Matsumoto is another author whose series I really need to tackle at some point.
But speaking of authors who are coming back to draw more stuff, I'm looking forward to the return of Nobuyuki Anzai, who is launching a new manga series in Shogakukan's Sunday-esque Zokon magazine next spring. This will be Anzai's first work with Shogakukan in 7 years. Anzai, for those of you who might not know, is the mangaka behind Flame of Recca and Mare, both extremely popular series that ran in Weekly Shonen Sunday. And I have dabbled in a little bit of both. And I enjoy his work, and I am interested in seeing what a new manga from him will be about.
Yeah, this is my first time hearing that Anzai was responsible for both Rekka and Mare. That's really interesting. I didn't know that until just tonight, actually.
Very cool. Very cool.